Welcome back to GDT Tech Reviews. In this video we are going to do a detailed review and pick the top 5 best smartphone gimbals, 2022. So let us get started and the review based on our studies and small research. If you have any personal suggestion, do let us know in the comment section. If you are for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon for more videos. We will be also providing affiliates link to purchase from Amazon. Kindly use to for best offers and purchase from anywhere in the world. So let's get started. The folding design of the 3XS allows you to take your gimbal with you virtually anywhere you go. Folding down to about the size of a phone, the gimbal can easily fit in most bags and jacket pockets. The 3XS allows for the gimbal to be folded up and carried with minimal storage space needed. The motors also easily lock so the gimbal remains in place while in your bag. With a single press of one of the 3XS's customizable buttons, you can rotate your phone's filming orientation from either horizontal to vertical or vice versa. No rebalancing is necessary. If your phone is getting low on power, you can plug your smartphone into the gimbal clamp with included USB Type-C or Lightning cables. Or better yet, if your phone supports it, you can use the wireless charging pad built into the gimbal clamp to wirelessly charge your smartphone while shooting. Universal follow provides smooth camera movements towards the direction you're aiming at. Use this mode when circling a subject or when making several dynamic camera movements while following a subject. Lockdown provides smooth movement based on where you move the camera horizontally. Use this mode for dynamic panning movements around corners. The 3XS offers the ability to use an external microphone without interfering with the operation of the gimbal. With the included audio cable and built-in 3.5mm TRRS port, you can mount a compatible microphone onto the handle of the gimbal for high-quality audio recording directly to your smartphone. The companion smartphone app allows you to calibrate your 3XS, adjust parameters, update the firmware, create a panorama, or create a time-lapse with dynamic motion. The 3XS also allows for automatic face and object tracking. This enables the user to take part in the action while leaving the filming up to the gimbal. The standout feature of the Mini S is obviously its ability to fold up. Folded up, it is only 5.12 inches wide, 2.68 inches deep and 7.68 inches high. To put things into perspective, your average non-foldable smartphone gimbal are over twice as long as an iPhone XS Max. By comparison, the folded Mini S is only 1.5 inches longer than the XS Max. The gimbal arm also packs in nicely and isn't left flailing around. This makes it much easier to fit into a small bag or backpack. Other than that, its features are fairly standard. A joystick to electronically pan and tilt the camera, various other controls, including focus control and a multifunction rear trigger, and a 1/4 inch mounting hole. Mozo also went with the latest USB-C standard for the Mini S. Although at CES the Mini S prototype featured a selfie stick built in, much like the Feiyu Gimbal, the release version of the Mini S does not have one. It would have definitely been a nice touch and something to differentiate itself from the competition, but my guess is that it compromised the resilience of the gimbal too much. The last thing you want is your phone dropping into the ocean because of a snapping selfie stick. The Sport Gear mode simply maxes out the speed of the motors, meaning it follows panning movements much faster. If you want pan and follow fast moving objects, like a car blazing past you on the track, this is the mode you'll want to use. Elsewhere in the box is a USB-A to USB-C cable for recharging the Smooth 4 via a USB-C slot beside the control panel and an excellent little tripod. Weighing 71 grams and with 3 legs each 114 mm long, it provides an exceptionally sturdy platform for the Smooth 4 while also being simple to twist off to easily pocket. It attaches to the Smooth 4 via a standard 1/4 inch thread. The Smooth 4 is a 3-axis gimbal that pans, though 300 degrees, tilts and rolls, both 240 degrees, though the smartphone payload it can handle is surprisingly slight. Sure, it can take most mainstream smartphones, but it checks out at 210 grams, which excludes the very largest phablet smartphones including the Apple iPhone 12 Pro Max, 228 grams, and Samsung S21 Ultra, 229 grams. Since they're both smartphones that photographers and videographers adore, That's plain weird, though plenty of the best phablets do weigh under 210 grams. Although the Smooth 4's click wheel doesn't offer joystick-style control for making manual moves, its control panel is otherwise excellent. The Osmo Mobile 2 is a big upgrade in design. It's made of high-strength nylon, which is lighter than the plastic and magnesium base of the previous gimbal. DJI has also modified the handle to be more ergonomic in your hand, making it more comfortable for long recording sessions. On the bottom is a standard 1/4 inch thread for easily popping this thing on a camera tripod or other compatible accessory. DJI also sells a base, a tripod and an extension rod to give you more versatility, to name a few peripherals. You can basically accessorize your Osmo stabilizer almost as much as you can a GoPro Hero 6. Everything else about the DJI Osmo Mobile 2 is simpler thanks to the fact that there are fewer needless controls. Some buttons double up on functions, like the power button and the mode switching button. There's a dedicated record button and a thumb pad for smooth pans, and you'll find a new physical zoom switch on the side of the gimbal wand for zeroing in on tighter shots. Perhaps the most welcome refinement to the Osmo Mobile 2's design is its new spring-loaded clamp, which enables you to easily swap out phones of all sizes without having to fiddle with screws every time. You don't have to worry about your phone shaking loose, either. This clamp will hold on for dear life. It worked with all of the current phones we tested with it, the iPhone X, iPhone 8, Google Pixel 2 and Samsung Galaxy Note 8. Admittedly, we'd have liked some room on the gimbal to point a mic. The Osmo Mobile 2's design doesn't really allow for the placement of a cold shoe mount, which would have been a welcome addition for budding filmmakers and vloggers seeking both video stabilization and clean audio when outdoors. Using the iPhone X, we were able to achieve smoother than normal video while hurriedly walking outside and around the CES 2018 tech show in Las Vegas, not trying to do anything particularly flashy. With more practice and pacing, you can get even better results. At the bottom, you'll find a video in which we practiced some speed walking through a hallway to see how well the gimbal held up. Pretty well as it turns out, especially when you consider that we were almost running in this instance. You may notice micro shakes even in the best conditions, and that's dependent on your smartphone. Unlike pretty much every other gimbal stabilizer out there, we were unable to find any concrete confirmation from FREEFLY regarding the maximum load capacity of the gimbal. We have seen multiple threads on their official forum with people requesting the information, and for some reason, FREEFLY either failed to respond or totally avoid the question. We have absolutely no idea why FREEFLY are not providing an official load capacity limit for the gimbal, and we definitely do find this strange. That said though, there are plenty of people who have used the FREEFLY MOVI with the latest and heaviest smartphones on the market and report excellent image stabilization. On top of this, many users of the gimbal also choose to mount smartphone lenses to their phone while using the FREEFLY MOVI as well as counterweights too. This gives us confidence that there is plenty of load capacity available to accommodate the heaviest smartphone payloads out there right now without issue. The only confirmed limitation we could find for the gimbal is that it will only support smartphones with a width of 2.36 inches, 60 mm, to 3.54 inches, 90 mm. As the majority of smartphones on the market right now fall within this, you should not have any problems using the gimbal with your device and be able to use it to help capture the best possible image quality while you are out and about. Although there are a bunch of videos out there recorded with a smartphone mounted to a FREEFLY MOVI cinema robot, most of them have a ton of post-production editing on them, making it hard to see exactly what the gimbal can do for you. We feel that the clips in the video above do a decent job of showing off exactly the type of footage that you can expect without having much post-production done to the footage. To help ensure that you are able to capture the best image quality possible, the FREEFLY MOVI also supports 5 popular gimbal modes that you can use to get exactly what you require. The point of view mode, in particular, is excellent for helping you capture some excellent footage while having that more natural-looking image stabilization. All in all, when it comes to performance, the FREEFLY MOVI really does do an absolutely outstanding job, but you should expect this level of performance due to its massive price tag. Just like we mentioned at the start of the article, unless you are specifically wanting to capture cinematic video footage with your smartphone, we would recommend you get the Zhiyun Smooth 4 for a third of the price, as we are confident that it can meet the needs of most of our readers.